Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2021 movie Spider-Man No Way Home. This is like my third time reviewing it, so I'm just going to keep this video kind of short and simple. I'm going to go more over the More Fun Stuff edition that was released in theaters back in September and go over some of the stuff in it and everything, because I've pretty much said everything that I can about how much I love this movie and everything. But as you know, the story is after Mysterio reveals Spider-Man's identity, he goes to Doctor Strange to get help and everything, to have a spell to make everybody forget that he's Peter Parker and everything in it, or forget that he's Spider-Man and everything, so that he can go back to living a normal life as Peter Parker. And he messes up the spell, and villains from other universes leak into the MCU and everything, and you got Green Goblin, Doc Ock, and Sandman from the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire universe, and Lizard and Electro from the Mark Webb, Andrew Garfield universe, and Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire also show up in the movie too to help Peter Parker take on these villains at the end of the movie, and everything. That's the story of it and everything. But yeah, this movie is still just absolutely amazing. Every time I watch it, I just love it a little bit more and everything. And I haven't felt that way about a Spider-Man movie since Spider-Man 2 and everything. I just absolutely love this movie. I think this is easily the best Spider-Man movie since Spider-Man 2, and it's one of my favorite superhero movies of all time, along with the first two Sam Raimi movies and Logan. It's actually probably number 4 after those 3 movies. But this movie is just a blast from start to finish, and everything is very fast-paced, never slows down. And the More Fun Stuff edition, they added some scenes with Betty from the first 2 movies. Her scenes were cut down a lot in the theatrical version. In the More Fun Stuff edition, we get to have a whole little segment with her where she's doing interviews with different classmates and stuff for at the end of the year and stuff. It's pretty cool and everything. And there's a little fun moment between her and Ned and everything. It's pretty cool. And then you get other little fun moments in the end with the 3 Spider-Mans talking and stuff, but that's all the main stuff I remember. I know there were a few other little things here and there throughout the beginning. We see Spider-Man get the paint thrown on him at the beginning of the movie. In the theatrical version, we just see a little clip of it on TV and everything. It's more expanded, and you actually have citizens saying, hey, you shouldn't be doing this because you're just a kid and everything, and others saying, hey, he should be doing it because he's trying to be a hero and he's doing the right thing and he's using his powers for good. And it was a cool little interesting thing that I actually thought added a little bit to the movie. That was probably the one scene that I felt like should have been in the theatrical version and everything. The stuff with Betty Brant and the little fun extra parts of the conversations between the 3 Spider-Men were stuff that didn't necessarily have to be in the movie. They were just fun little add-ons to the More Fun Stuff edition and everything. And I don't have that version on physical media. When I rewatched it to do this review, I just watched the theatrical version, and rewatching the theatrical version after seeing it, because I saw the More Fun Stuff edition twice in theaters, so that I could break my record for the movie I've seen the most in theaters and everything. Now it's officially Spider-Man No Way Home. I've seen it 6 times in the theater and everything. And if they ever re-release it, it'll probably add on to it, because this movie is one I love watching in the theater and everything. And the whole scene when Doc Ock appears. I know I talked about it before, but I just absolutely love that scene, the big fight scene between him and Doc Ock. I wish they wouldn't have shown so much of it in the marketing and stuff, but it's still a lot of fun in the movie and everything. And there's a lot of other fun moments and stuff when the scene before Aunt May gets killed and stuff. The whole fight with the Goblin and Spider-Man is great in this, really brutal and stuff. I was really surprised that they brought some of the brutality over from the Sam Raimi universe into this movie with how brutal Green Goblin was in here. I thought that was awesome and everything. And like I said, my only big complaint on this movie, and it's more that I just wish we could have gotten to see like some interactions between Peter and Norman after he was cured and stuff. I wish we would have at least got to see that and everything, and maybe have a little bit more of an interaction with with Sandman too and everything. That's really the only thing that, and that's not really a big complaint. It's more just I'd love to have more of the Sam Raimi characters and stuff together, because I love the Sam Raimi universe. That trilogy is my childhood. So, but I love Spider-Man No Way Home. I think it is a really fun movie, and it's not just the nostalgia. I wouldn't enjoy it as much every time I watch it and stuff if it was just the nostalgia. I don't think. And everything. Usually the nostalgia wears off on stuff like this, but this movie is just truly a really great one, and it's definitely going to be very high on my MCU ranking and everything for sure. Yeah, so I'd still say I'd give this movie a 10 out of 10. I don't have any really big complaints on it. Like I said, the few little things that I did aren't really necessarily negatives towards the movie. It's just something I wish would have happened and everything. But this is a great movie, and I hope we get to see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield come back in Avengers Secret Wars. I know there's a lot of rumors that they're going to be teaming up with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and some of the other characters from the early 2000s movies. If they do that, it's going to be so awesome and everything. But I hope we get to see more of them and everything, and I hope Andrew Garfield becomes the Spider-Man of this crappy Sony universe that they're trying to build up. If they can get it going where they actually get it going good and everything, I'm hoping Madam Web will get things going with that, and maybe Andrew Garfield will be the Spider-Man of that universe. Maybe, I don't know. I hope something happens with Andrew Garfield too, because he deserves something better than what he got with those first two movies, and this movie really showed that he can be a great Spider-Man, and he was really good in the two that he was in. He wasn't the problem with those movies and everything. Looking back on them, he wasn't what was wrong with those, and he was great in here. So but yeah, anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Spider-Man No Way Home. This is probably going to be the last time I review this movie, because like I said, I did a full in-depth spoiler review of it and a spoiler-free review when this movie came out, so there's not much else I can say about it and everything, but I don't ever really mind talking about how much I love this movie. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Spider-Man No Way Home, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.